Welcome to the channel. I purchased this dresser for $50. It's in pretty good condition. I plan on using it for my closet space, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. The sides and the top are really good. There's a few marks right there that I just rubbed some stain over. The top is in perfect condition. A few chips of veneer that I'll fill. But I wanted to brighten this up. It's a little dark, and I wanted to add some legs to it. So that's what we're going to do. This wood filler is stainable, and I stained it a color to match this piece. It'll still be visible, but the patches will be pretty well hidden. Here's where I mess up a little bit. I may have gone a little aggressive with this sandpaper. I damaged a couple of corners. I blew out the veneer a little bit, slightly. It isn't too bad. And one of the drawer fronts, I don't know exactly what happened, but it got really dark. I think I sanded it too aggressively with this 80 grit. Lesson learned. I will start out slower. I really like the color of the drawer fronts. We're going to leave those alone. They will get darker when I put polyacrylic over them. But these drawer pulls were way too dark. I wanted them even lighter than the drawer fronts for a little bit of contrast. Now I couldn't get them off because they were nailed on. I didn't want to pry them off and try and damage or risk damaging the drawer front. So we just sanded them while they were still attached. It worked out okay. And we're going to get a light stain put on these. Here you can see the damage to that drawer front I was talking about. That middle one right there is a little gray. I got a little too aggressive. It's noticeable when I put polyacrylic on it too, but there's nothing I can do at this point. Right now, because there's a few damaged spots on these front pieces, I'm just going to sand them and stain them a color that matches the rest of the piece. Now this color looks darker on video, but in real life it's really, really close to the same color as the piece. You can't even tell that I did anything with it. I wanted to add some legs and give this piece some height. I had these legs laying around. It's from an old project. I'm going to try these. Here's the bottom of the dresser. As you can see, there's nowhere to attach these legs. So I had to come up with a way to get these legs put on. So I had to remove a few pieces, glue a few pieces, and cut a 4x4 and add a place where I could screw the brackets on for these legs. Now, is there a better way to do this? Possibly. This is the way I did it. I had the scrap wood. It's the only way I could think to do it. Like, I'm not a professional. I just wanted to add some legs, so this is what I did. I did forget to mention that after I got all the initial sanding done, I did go back through and sand everything with a 220 grit sandpaper to smooth it all out. Now that everything is done, I'm using polyacrylic. I'm going to use 3 coats of polyacrylic over all the pieces I sanded. In between each coat, I am going to sand with a 320 grit sandpaper lightly, just to make sure it's nice and smooth. Now the before and after. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.